Hello, everybody. My name is Killz and welcome to a very special podcast with my friend Krill from Krills and Killz Gaming. Say what's up to the to the fans.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Crow Virus. This is like not even special. It's special because it's the first one, but it's gonna be one of many. This is something new. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start calling this Killz versus Krills podcast because we're gonna talk about everything that's going on in the news for the past week, or if we do it every 2 weeks, depending on how this goes. We're gonna talk about it and we're gonna debate because not everybody has the same opinions.
Nope.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So, first up, Killz, how you been? I know you moved. You in Hawaii. You got your shit set up over there. You know, we finally about to start this up. You know. So how's it out there? Everything's good?
Everything's beautiful here. Just got my internet set up. It's not as fast as before, but it'll do.
Yeah. It'll do. All right, so basically, let's run through these news topics. First up, we got PlayStation VR. It's like, from what I've seen,
It's pretty pricey.
pretty pricey, right? $399, and that's before tax. So what you figure with tax, $325, and that does not come with a PlayStation 4.
It does not.
It does not come with a PlayStation 4.
You're buying a whole PlayStation 4 again.
Yeah, you're buying a whole PlayStation 4 again. So, with a PlayStation 4, what is the price of a PlayStation 4 right now? $399? You can find one for like $350, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, about $350. So, you figure $350, maybe $400 with another. Wait a minute. Go back up to that bundle. Wait, let me see something again, because that's not the price I've seen for the bundle. No, all the way back up to the
VR.
Yeah, go back to the VR for 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not the bundle. That's the system. Yeah, okay. So the bundle, because because Sony's selling this one right here, $399. It does not come with the camera and it does not come with the controllers.
No.
So
Right
that's gonna set you back. Yeah. Oh yeah, it says it right there. Does not include PS4 and camera sold separate. And the controllers that you need. So you figure, I seen the bundle for $500. So let's say you can't get your hands on that bundle because you know they're gonna make them bundles very limited. You know.
Yeah.
So let's just say you can't find that. So a camera and 2 controllers and that headset is probably gonna run you about $550 at least.
Yep.
Because you need tax. $400. Probably find a camera for cheap on Amazon for like $60.
Yep.
2 Move controllers for like $30 or maybe $20 each. Tax. You figure about $550. Let's just give or take, and then the price of a PlayStation 4. That's a whopping $1,000. $1,000. Wow.
That makes sense.
Pretty.
But I say it's,
pretty pricey.
The thing is, I say it's a little bit less than this.
Yes, definitely. But the difference is that Oculus, I don't know. I haven't tried Oculus yet, so I can't really talk about it.
Well,
Can't really talk about it.
it's pretty much the same thing. It's just for PC.
Yeah, but when you have a PC, you could pull off a lot of more tricks. Remember, PC's a lot more stronger.
Yeah.
I have to actually sit there and, you know, I mean, that's pretty much. That doesn't come. Oh, it comes with the controllers and everything.
Okay,
there you go.
I just might be wrong. Holy shit! This comes with a headset, sensor, remote, cables,
yes,
Xbox.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Xbox One controller and a new video game for it too.
Yes, so it's actually a little bit cheaper or about the same price. But this is the big but. This is the big but. The big but is that a computer to run that Oculus is gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
And the PlayStation 4 is only $400. So Sony has it on the price. And they have a lot of people with PlayStation 4s right now. You know, they're sitting at over 30 million sold the last time I remember. So, you know, they have a large install base.
I guess.
I don't know. So what you think? Let's make a prediction now. Fail, or you think it's gonna do good?
I don't think it'll do good. I'm not I don't think the PS4 community is into VR sets. I don't think so.
I think just the hardcore.
Yeah. I think VR is going too far too fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't like VR as much as like I want VR to succeed, but I don't like it how it is now because it's limited. Like you're in this world and you're looking around, and the camera's panning with you. You know, because I have it. I've tried demos of it, and I know how the camera pans when you look around. But my thing is that you can't reach out yet and touch. You're teetered to these controllers that you're still pressing buttons. So it's like they're just mapping. They're just mapping like your visuals.
Yeah.
To a screen. I mean, I know that the Move controllers have motion in it, and there's certain games where you're gonna be able to move your hands and it's gonna be moving with them, but it's still not like having like this type of touch. Grabbing and pulling objects with your own hands. So now as far as it getting anywhere, I think it'll be a little successful, but I think it's gonna be a fad that's gonna go and like pass and go. I don't think it's here to stay. I don't think it's here to stay.
No,
Definitely don't. Definitely don't. All right, so that's enough of that PlayStation VR. Let's see how it does. I mean, you see the specs right there. It has good specs. It's doing good shit.
Yeah.
I just think that like I said, it doesn't feel it's like looking at a woman and seeing her there in front of you, but not being able to sit down and have a conversation with her and, actually smell what she smells like. You know what I'm saying? And actually, put your arm around her because you're behind the wall and then you're like, oh, yeah, I can see you, but I can't really, interact with you like I want to. So, I don't see it going anywhere. All right, let's switch it up. There's been some news that broke earlier today with Mass Effect. But
yes.
that little Mass Effect, that little gift they put up earlier.
How do you feel about this?
This is leaked Mass Effect footage that was captured off of a 2004 late build from a user on NeoGAF named Shinobi602.
Yeah, it's only the jetpack so far. We don't got any other gameplay.
What you feel about this?
I don't know. It's just the jetpack, but it looks pretty cool so far as I see it.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to keep in mind that it says late 2014. It was a late 2014 build. So, pretty much it could look like anything now. Games change all the time, and I remember a writer left from there. So if a writer left, I'm pretty sure we have other artists and other writers coming in. Sometimes the visuals doesn't match what they want, what the artist seen. His vision. Sometimes things things change. That's my point.
Yeah.
Could be anything. It could be anything.
As you
but
said, it is
there.
a build, because the background seems pretty empty, unless they're in some kind of Antarctica type shit.
But it's out there. That's the whole point. We know they making it. Shit is starting to leak, so that means full steam ahead for E3 reveal. I definitely think there's an E3 reveal coming for this.
Definitely. At least we still got the abilities here. You see the abilities we still got.
Yeah.
These right here. I wonder if this is the shield, and that's the health, or this is nothing. I'm just speculating.
Yeah, I was trying to look, but it's too like you really can't tell. Really can't tell.
No.
Especially when you blow it up on the screen because it was such a little image that leaked,
And wondering what this is right here.
Yeah. I don't know. My guess is yours, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it at E3 now with this leaking. All right, man. Let's move it over to. But how do you feel about X1 players playing with PlayStation players?
Actually, I'm pretty excited about this. I have a whole bunch of friends that play on PS4 rather than Xbox One. I'm excited.
Me too. I have friends that play on PS4 too. As much as I don't like the PlayStation system, not the brand, and in general, it's not like I'm a PlayStation hater. I like certain games, but the system's not for me. They don't have what I like, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we have friends that are on other systems. This could open the doors for us playing with each other. Like, what the hell is going on? You see, Microsoft said that the doors are open.
Yep.
They asked Sony's president, and he said, "Oh, we've always had our doors open. We've played with PC for a while." But my man, that's not what they asked you. They asked you. He basically bounced around the question. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, we have to look into it." He didn't give a positive yes or a positive no. You know, he could have simply been like, "Yeah, yeah, let's start communications up. Yeah, I'll be happy to let him play with Xbox players if it's possible." But he went around it and dodged the question with, "Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. PC players are right now playing with Street Fighter 4 players." But no, we're not talking about PC. We're talking about home consoles here. Can I play my Wii U and beat somebody on Xbox? Can I play my Xbox One and play somebody on PS4? Those type of questions. How I feel? Let it happen, please. How about you, Killz?
I want it to happen. I really do. There's so many people that I would love to play with, but I don't want to buy the system to play with them. I'm sorry, I'm not willing to spend $500 to play only one game.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, unless that game is Legend of Zelda. That's the only way I'm gonna drop $500 to play that game. It has to be Legend of Zelda. Nah, not sure. Not even that. I can't do that. I think I will, but nah. I don't know. Anyway, all right. That out the way. Let's go over to a little I was playing yesterday, and that was this week's crazy clip of the week.
Oh yes. What?
Yeah, put a little Doom on. Put a little Doom on real fast. Let the fans see the Doom in action.
I see it as like, to me it looks just like Halo to me.
It's like Halo, but it reminds me more of like a Metroid.
Yes.
Metroid, like, it reminds me of Metroid Prime Hunters multiplayer, because you got all these jump pads, and you even pardon me, even before that, Quake, Unreal Tournament, all these like jumping platforms. And you know what it also reminds me of is a little bit of like Gears, because it's like really bloody. You got this super shotgun, you could just, I'm talking about shotgun galore. The shotgun, that shotgun just takes domes off. Wow. Takes domes off. You can take that off the screen path or something like that, where you have to go and take it over the spot where the arrow's moving, and it's like a one ring you got to capture all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I have it pre-ordered already. A bunch of my friends do, and I think it's gonna do really good. I think this is like one beta where you play, and it's like it makes you want to play more. You know how some betas, they have the opposite effect. You play them and you're like, oh, fuck. I don't think I'm going to play this.
Yeah.
And you didn't live up to the hype, but you still get it anyway because you're just like, oh, I'm going to just try it out. This is a game that I actually played, and it's like, as soon as I finish this podcast tonight, I'm jumping back on that shit because we have 2 days left. I
did that with one game. It was the Division beta. Yeah. I did not like it at all. It was too boring for me.
Same thing with me. Division threw me off. The beta of the Division threw me off completely. Boring. I mean, I got the game and I've been playing it. I'm like a level 12, but it completely threw me off. See, that's a perfect example. Now let's get to a little Nintendo news over here. Fucking Nintendo. They're like so secretive with their shit. It's like, God damn it, why you have us guessing? And then, you know what gets me upset? That they make us guess and we end up, our anticipation builds up to like the fucking motherload of anticipation. We're like, it's gonna be this, and it's gonna be this. And then we get a fucking Wii. You know? Not to say that the Wii wasn't good. The Wii was revolutionary for what it did. But God damn it, too much fucking shovelware on that shit, Nintendo.
Yep.
But back to the NX rumors. There's been so much rumors. All right, first off, we got the rumor and a picture of this controller. First, we had the patent that came out last year.
Yeah, it was like this.
Sometime in the beginning of the year. Yeah, that patent right there. It was the beginning of the year or last year. I'm not sure. That leaked. And that's actually existing. That's actual patent that Nintendo applied for. And then some dude on the internet went and made a copy of that and put it in a 3D printer and made some real shit that looked like that and had the whole internet gassed up that he had a development kit, and he just like fucking lied because like a day or two later he went on YouTube and posted a video of how he did it and said sorry to everybody. So that threw them rumors out the way. But now here comes some new rumors. Now these new rumors are that It's basically stronger than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Um, it has a lower screen on. It has a joystick on the screen. Pardon me. It has a screen on the joystick, but it looks like the lower half of a 3DS. That's what he's describing it as. So basically, the lower half of the 3DS, that clamshell, that bottom clamshell, he's saying it's similar to that. He's saying it's similar to that, that it's not round. And hold on, give me a second. He's saying it's round and it's similar to that 3DS bottom screen. With that being said,
that's not my 3DS.
How do you feel about before we even get into the darker rumors? I mean, the deeper rumors than that. How do you feel about that? A 3DS a 3DS bottom screen where it's like portable that you could take with you. No clamshell.
So it's gonna be just like this, just this.
I can't see you, but yes, yeah, we still got this on the screen, so I'm figuring that.
Was it this?
Yeah, the bottom half of that, perfect right there. Give or take. The guy that has the development kit supposedly says that it basically resembles the bottom half of a 3DS screen. The bottom control, the bottom part of it with the screen in it. He's saying it's not as aerodynamic, it's more boxy, but it's a development kit, so he basically it could change. He's saying that third parties are gonna love the system because supposedly it's easy to just throw your game code into the NX's iOS, into its operating system, and its framework. And supposedly, I don't know how it works. I'm not a developer, but supposedly you can have your code and your game up and running within hours. He claims to have his game, especially he says if it's running on Unreal 4 or Frostbite, those two engines was mentioned. Unreal, that's used by a lot of people. If you play games from the last 3 or 4 years on consoles, you know that Unreal Engine 3 was used on a lot of big games, from BioShock Infinite to Gears of War. Frostbite engine, that is the one that they use, I believe, to make the Battlefields and the Hardline Battlefields. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Frostbite engine did the new Star Wars. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but supposedly, yeah, most likely, right? So, well, supposedly, if you throw your game in there, your game code, pardon me, it runs it very fast. It's easy to program it and get it up. Another rumor was Destiny 2 is coming to the NX. I wouldn't be surprised by that. The Wii U launched with a Call of Duty when it first came out. Another rumor is that it has haptic feedback on its analogs, meaning that similar to how the Xbox One's top triggers are, where you feel them little bumps in certain games, even though not too many people's using them on Xbox One. The developers are not using this. Last game I remember using it, I think it was like Forza and Thief. I don't remember too many games using it. These triggers are amazing on these Xbox controllers, man, when they do good things with them. But anyway, supposedly the analogs have those.
We're gonna be having another. It's supposed to be. They're like going back to the GameCube days where third parties weren't like out of the picture.
Yeah, basically, and the big rumor is, look at it right there, right in front of y'all. The big rumor is Zelda Wii U is no more. It's coming to the NX as a launch title, and the Wii U is gonna get a lackluster port, supposedly. I can see this happening. I definitely can see this happening because, come on, I just said a few minutes ago I might pay $500 for a system if it launched with a fucking Zelda. So I think Nintendo knows this, and they know that if they launch with a Galaxy Mario or a Zelda, it'll help. Other features of the system supposedly has is 4K playback. It's supposed to be a hybrid of a console and a handheld, meaning that any game that you have in your house can come with you along. Supposedly, Nintendo's tired of making games for two platforms. We all know that Nintendo hasn't had many games on the Wii U because they have to split their development teams into two to make games for their handhelds. So imagine the possibilities if they just make games for one system and two copies of that same game could be made, one for portable and one for the home.
It's like
pretty simple.
It's like I said, pretty pretty much before
Yeah.
my last video, this one. Fucking every time a developer makes a game for another system, like such as one of the HD remakes, like Twilight Princess, we lose this game for the new system. For this system, the Zelda Wii U.
Yes.
I said it multiple times.
Yes,
We
yes,
lose.
and that's exactly right. That's why I feel like this. I feel like this Zelda was given to us, the Twilight Princess HD, because they knew in back of their heads that we was not gonna get a Zelda original title again on the Wii U.
That sucks.
It sucks, yeah. I hope it ain't the case. All right. Last features I forgot to mention was the bottom half of the controller. The controller that resembles the bottom half of the 3DS is portable, can be taken home. Oh, wait. One more important thing.
What?
Supposedly the system has a wireless Wi-Fi dongle on the back of the portable that could be taken off and put on the back of your TV HDMI, and that's how you stream the game to your TV. And Nintendo supposedly using the same Wii U technology to stream the games to the controller to stream the games to your TV. So basically, it has a wireless dongle, basically wireless HDMI. I don't know. 700p resolution, 60 frames per second on the handheld. I don't know. It's a lot of shit, man. I hope this is true, but I'm not getting excited because Nintendo has known to be a slippery fish.
No,
All right, let's move to the next subject.
We got the what is it? The PlayStation 4.5 that's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
We have nothing really to show for it, but what you got for it?
There's nothing really out there. It's just a rumor. It started with Microsoft Phil Spencer commenting at I think it was the Game Developers Conference about he says something down the lines of having a more upgraded Xbox down the line in the future, and then people started saying, what you mean? You plan on like having customers open the device and install bigger graphics card? And he was like, no. He made a comment about how, oh no, we're not going to be selling systems with screwdrivers in the boxes. It's more of a upgraded console that could play the same Xbox One games, but would have better hardware that could take advantage of new games or old games that was patched, like having them be 60 frames 1080p or 4K over the 900p and 700 that we're getting now. So after that was said, about 2 weeks later, not even, I think it was like a week later, all of a sudden rumors started popping up about a PlayStation 4K or 4.1 or 4.5, whatever they're calling it. It's supposed to have better graphics card and a better GPU or whatever. My take, I'm with it. I'm perfectly with it. I'm with it. I love it. That's like the phone model. How you get iPhone 5 and then the iPhone S Plus, whatever they call them, and then the 6. But that same iPhone 5 plays mostly all the games and runs every app, you know? I mean, you don't get them as optimized as the new phones that come out. But come on, nobody's forcing you to upgrade your system, you know?
This is true, and I agree with some points, but this is why I love my PC, because I can upgrade it for way less than buying another system.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So
like,
imagine if they did that with the Xbox. They eventually down the line is like, that's what makes PC gaming so much better, because at the end of the day, it's not that it makes it better, it makes it easier on your wallet, because it's like, oh, okay, a new game comes out, you could go and sell that graphics card if your graphics card ain't running it, and boom, get a better graphics card, get some more RAM, and there's ways that you can make your computer run that game. On an Xbox, you're stuck with that same Xbox that you brought. There's no way of upgrading it. Oh, excuse me.
sorry.
But let's just say that this E3 they announced an Xbox 4K cost the same price of the Xbox right now, or it costs $50, $100 more.
Yep.
I'll be with it. I'll be with it, because at the end of the day, we want our games to look the best and play and run the best, and nobody's forcing you. And it's not like there's exclusive games that only play on that system that I won't be able to play if I don't upgrade. So I'm for that 100%. So I actually hope this rumor is true and we are getting these type of system upgrades, because think about it. I want this gen to last a little long, like last gen, but it's already feeling like it's time to switch to a new gen. Don't you feel like it? Like,
yeah, it's getting to that era, and I want to say
it's only been 3 years. It's only been 3 years.
What my friend said to me before, and I didn't quite understand it. Like, why is certain games not up to par? We're supposed to be in the new era of video games, and when we get an Xbox One, it looks like an Xbox 360 game. My friend told me, well, that's because we haven't mastered what's on the GPU yet, or the CPU.
Yeah, that's what's happening now. A lot of developers are starting to do it now.
Yeah, we don't know how to do that yet for the console, so it started going along. That's what's making me not want to buy a system yet, until it's like at the you know, the top.
When you start seeing them games. Oh yeah, another breaking news that broke the day before yesterday too, was right before the weekend. A stunt actress who does a lot of stunts in a lot of video games. She does a lot of motion capture. She put up her resume on Reddit, and somebody posted her resume on Reddit, and she has listed Shadows of Mordor 2. She's been working on it. So that means that either we're getting a trailer soon, because they was working on motion capture, that's what she does, or we're gonna get an actual reveal for the game at E3. What do you feel about that? Did you like Shadows of Mordor?
I loved Shadow of Mordor. That was like the best Lord of the Rings game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was slower than Batman or anything, but it's not supposed to be Batman.
Yeah. It builds up. It builds up.
And a lot of people compared it to Batman. And you shouldn't be comparing it to Batman. It has its own style of gameplay.
Way better. I love the whole mishmash of how you get the orcs to who you're gonna get to kill who, and the way you betrayed each other.
It was a nice blend of a whole bunch of video games. It was Batman. It was Assassin's Creed. It was a lot of video games that I enjoyed and loved. And
yeah.
I still haven't beat it yet because I have so many games on my PC. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God, I beat it. No, let me tell you something. I beat it. I beat the game. I beat the Dark Lord DLC. I beat the Wild Hunt. Basically, I beat all the DLC. I beat the game, and I got 1,000 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I did it all. I did every achievement. The game is amazing. I will gladly take another one. I swear, I'll gladly take another one. It was great. And I think that's about it. But before we leave, we're gonna get to the question of the week. The question of the week this week, Emmanuel Killz right here, my homie Killz, McCool. This is where we get down to the Killz versus crills. God damn it! It always comes to this, because this is something we're both against. No, I'm for it. He's against it. All right. He brought up a fact earlier, and he was like, should they end all season passes? Just end the season passes. Why do you feel that you want to end season passes? Let me hear your side first.
Okay, when a game first comes out, it's released, what's like the first thing on the season pass? When you get the season pass, they already announced the next DLCs and the following these DLCs afterwards. They already know what they're working on, and they already probably have it and just waiting. And that's one of the things I really hate. It's ridiculous. Yeah. They already have the DLC. Why not transfer it to the game? It's ridiculous. It should be in the full game then, if you already know what you're doing.
So you're saying they should stop the game and finish that last little DLC that could have took an extra month to make, and then put it out? What's
a good example is Gears of War 3. And Xbox, Bungie, not Bungie, what are they called before? Gears of War? I forgot.
Gears of War has always been Epic.
Epic. They said that to go on the Xbox, they had to cut their game into pieces for them. So all that DLC was supposed to be in the main game, but they broke it up and put it into season pass.
Yeah, I believe that. When multiplayer games, I definitely believe that they're working on everything. They leave stuff out like 2 maps and they drop them a month after the game's off so that the community doesn't get stale. You know, you play the first 8 maps, 10 maps that come with a game. After a month, everybody's tired of playing the same game over. You drop 2 maps and it makes the game get fresh again. I could understand where you're coming from, but they charging people for the maps. I could understand that because you remember, you as old as me, we're from the olden gaming days. You remember when there was no season passes and we got our DLC for free. We'll just get it. It's just called an update. Oh, the game got an update. They added 3 maps.
Yeah.
You know, that was back in the days on the PC.
The most mind blowing DLC I ever seen in my life that made me cringe was when Prince of Persia came out. There was a DLC. If nobody knows, there was a DLC called the Epilogue, I think. And to find out what happens at the very end of Prince of Persia, you had to play that DLC. You had to buy that DLC. To end the fucking game, you had to buy that DLC. An extra $5 just for a 5-minute run. It's ridiculous.
All right. Now, my view on this is I love season passes, but it depends on how they're done. See, the way you describe those season passes, shame on them developers. They should be getting smacked for what they're doing, because that shit is a shame. They should hold the game back. They should hold the game back for a year. You know what I'm saying? They should definitely hold the game back for a year, and they should definitely, a year, you hear me? A month.
Yeah.
And finish those little maps and shit that they adding. Now, games like BioShock Infinite, that comes to mind right now. BioShock Infinite and what was the other game that I said earlier that it did Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yes. Yes.
They're what was it?
It was the biker game.
Gay Tony
and
the
ballad.
Oh,
no, it was
man.
the ballad of Gay Tony. And
the Ballad of Gay Tony and
hold on, I got it right.
Those 2 DLCs was like new games themselves. They took months to make. They came out months apart. Kept the game fresh, added new multiplayer, added new game modes, and there's other DLCs that does that. I'm for DLC that's done like that. Season passes that are done like that. Recently, I just played the Just Cause. I just played Just Cause 3, and they added the first DLC from the season pass. It just came out recently. Game's been out for months. Just recently came out now. If I'm not mistaken, Far Cry came out right before the ending of the year. Came out like December, if I'm not mistaken, or the ending of December or something like that. And look at what month we're in. Now they dropped the first DLC like 4 or 5 months later. So my point is this: that DLC just changed the whole game up, because you get a backpack that lets you fly, and it basically changes the whole dynamic of the game. My point is this: that I'm for that type of DLC, season passes that are done that way. Everything else, I'm good. I don't like that. Take out something from the game. And shout outs to PopCap Games, the makers of Plants and Zombies.
Oh yes. They deserve
it. They fucking know how to make DLC. My wife's been playing Plants and Zombies 2 on a damn tablet.
The Lost and the Damned.
For a long. Oh yeah, The Lost and the Damned is the name of the yeah, that was the name of it. But yeah, PopCap, their fucking DLC is awesome. Fucking Plant vs. Zombies 2 came out like 2 years ago, and my wife is still getting updates for the game. Plant vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on the Xbox One and PS3 and PS4 and 360 and every other console it came out for had nothing but free DLC, and Part 2 just came out, and it's having all this free DLC and no season pass. So shout outs to them. Maybe not all developers could afford to do that, you know? Yeah. But shout outs to them, because they know how to do good DLC. Yeah. Starting to think about it like right now, and like trying to think it to the back of my head, and DLC is getting out of hand. Kills Me Cool is exactly right. Like, it's getting out ridiculous. My son the other day asked me for $5 to buy the damn dance that Drake does on the Hotline Bling for the Call of Duty. It's like a fucking dance, a taunt that we used to get for free in the game where you press right on the D-pad. They're charging $5 for them things now. So it's gotten ridiculous. $3.99 for a color pack of your gun. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I can't believe it. That right there made me just want to throw up. When my son came to me and he was begging me, please, Dad, can I get $5? I'm like, what you want $5 for? He says, oh, I want to buy this dance for Call of Duty. I said, dance for Call of Duty? Yeah, he shows me in the dashboard, they selling the Hotline Bling dance. Y'all know which Hotline Bling shit? Yeah, that fucking dance for Call of Duty was like $5 almost, or maybe it was $5 and change. I just gave him my credit card and said, it's the last shit I'm buying you. My whole point is, that shit made me want to throw up. I will never pay for a skin. I will never pay for a fucking color dollars and a green Ken for $3. Fuck you. That's my DLC rant right there. Because when I grew up playing in the arcades, you press jab, you would turn into white Ken. You press medium, you would turn into yellow Ken. You press low kick, you would be light blue Ken. They wasn't saying put a quarter for this one, put a quarter for this one, but no. Shit is ridiculous, man. But it is what it is.
Reference?
Let us know what y'all think in the comments. What y'all feel. You know how y'all feel about DLC. Killz, you got anything else you gotta add to this before we go?
No, but I like to show what we're talking about, right?
Oh, you want to show what we're talking about? Before we go, we're gonna show you what the hell we're talking about. Cause this shit is ridiculous. I'm disgusted. It's like DLC's gotten to the point where it's like fucking.
With Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Ultra, Street Fighter Arcade Ultra 4. It's fucking stupid. Why do we need
Street
so
Fighter,
much?
But Street Fighter is the only game I think that could get away with it because they got that old school. They did it in the back in the days in the old school, and it's to be Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Champions Edition, Street Fighter Tournament Edition, Street Fighter Hyper. It's like, you know, they get away with it. They fucking get away with it, and we fall for it because I brought Street Fighter like 8 fucking times.
Also,
I brought the same Street Fighter
if
like
you
8
want
times.
to buy all the costumes in this game, go right ahead. It's only $15.
Yeah, look at that right there. It's only $15 if you want to buy all the costumes in the game. Fuck you, Capcom. See, this is my love and hate relationship with Capcom. I love them for Mega Man.
Wait up.
They're fucking bastards.
This is one thing that pissed me off too. When I was talking to my girl about this, because I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil is one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah, it's Capcom again.
Resident Evil 0 just came out.
Capcom again.
Remember that. And look at this shit. You get to buy all the costumes. There's costume packs, bro.
Yeah.
There's costumes packs for a whole fucking game. Yeah, I remember Resident Evil used to beat the game within a certain time limit.
Yeah. You beat the game for a certain time limit. You get the costume. Now it's like, fuck you, pay me. You're gonna pay me $2.99, $2.99 with tax. It's gonna be about $13. You could pay me that if you want these costumes.
And you buy the bundle for 10.
Oh, you buy the bundle for 10. He's outrageous, man.
They're ridiculous.
Kills me cool. It's been cool, man.
Alright.
Shout out to you in Hawaii over there.
Yes,
I guess we're gonna have to get back together to do this next week. Let's see what happens this week. And shout outs to all the fans out there.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
On the page.
Every one of you guys who's been liking and sharing our videos, amazing. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. We try to get all the content for you guys because we are gamers and we love you guys. We try to get as much good things for you guys. We try to make sure you guys are buying what you need.
Yeah, basically, we just put the information out there. It's up to y'all to take it in and, absorb it. You know, this is a nice podcast we're trying to do. So when you're working out, me, personally, before we get off of this podcast and we finish, I'm going to just let y'all know. I'm the type of person that when I'm working out, when I'm out on a delivery, when I'm doing something that I can't actually be physically watching something, I put my headphones on and I listen to a podcast, whether it's about video games, it could be about comic books. It's interesting to hear about other people talking that have knowledge of stuff that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that I have game knowledge that y'all don't, the viewers out there, but it's good to pass on knowledge that we do have. So with that being said, man, we do this shit on the page for y'all and for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And, just spread that love, you know what I'm saying? And shout outs to everybody that clicks on the likes, shares the shit, and you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that shit for real. So put it on the page, and then you upload it to YouTube, and from there we'll figure out how to get it to mine. All right, everybody. Shout outs to everybody for tuning in, and you already know. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, you got to put that paid advertisement at the end. I love that shit. Peace.
Peace. Paid advertising by Krills and Killz Gaming.